They're gonna have their work cut out for them. Staring at O2 dead in the face if this one doesn't go their way.
Yeah, and it was a very winnable opening match for OG as well, right? In terms of being, level pegging against their opponent with some of the tier 1 teams we have in this tournament coming straight through into the groups. I don't think OG could have got a better matchup. They've got to make right by their opportunity. On the flip side, these mice aren't timid anymore. An explosive opening map. And on their pick, it will start the same. Frozen with a quick tap down.
Do it again.
There's more to do.
Do it again.
They're just running a blong.
Hell yeah, of course they are. Look at this.
It's over. The round's over, Harry. The round is literally over.
The round is literally over. You can quote him on that. There's no way. There's no way back into this for OG.
Now I'm really confident.
Now you're really...
Now I'm really confident.
What a smart...
They're hunting Frozen. They can't even win the round. They're hunting Frozen. Okay, they can win the round. Let's see what they can do. There's a kit on Flames, but it's down in CT, and that's exactly what MOuZ are playing. So OG need to cover mad ground to get back in this round. Nexa leading the fray. Good flash. Gonna buy a couple of seconds, if not get a kill. Dex is swapping off to the Glock. Up close in their face. There's a nice trade. Porshi buys 2, and Fiku was not even close to winning that round. I said there was no chance, Harry. And it almost got close. 1-0 for MOuZ. Very nice try for OG, because they were absolutely rumbled from positions alone in a 3-on-5, hunting ghosts at long. But still they make that interesting, however, not interesting enough. And, one of my angles on the last map was, oh, hey, MOuZ, back at the Major, they had trouble on Inferno. They lost it to Cloud9. They lost it to Outsiders, despite some great results. Well, back at the Major on Overpass, they won this map to Cloud9. They won this map against the Outsiders. So worries are going to get even bigger now for OG, who don't have that same pedigree. Oh! God damn. No escaping Exertion's clutches. Flames fingers on the trigger, and he'll fall after 1. MOuZ handing out Ls, as they can even group down into B if they want. Just connector in the way. Frozen's already lurking outside a monster.
Dude, and this is where the fact that you don't actually have Dexter's scout in the A site, it would have been very easy to put together that util volley going over was a fake if you had someone there. They didn't have that for OG, so they were starting to shuffle these B players out. As a result, they're not super entrenched here. Good kill from Nexus Deagle. They start to cross into the site now. They lose Fiku. Nexa can't have much of a say. Swinging out, damage done, but they all face him together. And so it's just Dexter left up in heaven with this scout. And everyone from MOuZ tucked in monster side. They're not giving him this fight. They actually did immediately swing it as he left the angle. Ooh. But now they've spotted him. They know he's here. They don't have to give him this. They've got no reason to go fighting. They have so much more to lose than
Look
to
how
gain.
sure they are.
They're all leaving. They're like, brah, he's saving. Dexter thought about it for a moment. He's like, I don't actually want to be the guy that gets 10-second defused. And so he won't be. MOuZ with a second. They find that conversion. And considering how hard we've seen, some teams find the T side of Overpass, getting the pistol, getting the conversions is super valuable.
That can be half of your half, right? Like, off the bat, a 6-round half, don't say a quarter, a 6-round half is good on this map right now. So, yeah, getting a 3-0 off the top. And I don't have any expectation that MOuZ are going to go 3-0 and then suddenly get swept.
Yeah.
So...
All right, so half a half, but what's half a quarter?
An 8.
Hey, quick maths. Nailed it.
Very difficult.
But what's an 1/8 of 1/64?
Tiny.
Frozen with the Mac 10 making money. This guy don't know fractions. He only deals in big checks. $1,200 in his back pocket after that Mac 10 pops off.
Call that a big check. Frozen's in it for more. He's in it for glory, Harry. Nope. And you can't go back up. Next is like, oh, I was just jump spotting, not boosting. And MOuZ, they're on top right now. Top site with that molly. Disappears into thin air. And Dexter. Scout won't play a factor, it seems. Jump Scout, I love it, but it's not what it once was. Do you think they should bring that back? Make the Jump Scout as disgusting as it was back in the day? I love those clips.
Yeah, I mean, a part of me also just doesn't trust, because of the level that we're at, right, and how the game's changed. I think people would just like really overdo it, and it would be like, oh, this can't be like this anymore.
Yeah, you got a point. It was fun while it lasted. Gone, but not forgotten. Nexa, he might be gone and forgotten. No AK to save today. 3-0 for MOuZ, as the doctor ordered. I like the slow-mo Mac 10 sound. It sounds meaty, punchy. Frozen made 1,800 bucks.
All right, AWP's bought out on either side of the field. Torshi versus Dexter. Not a head-to-head in terms of the AWPs that we actually got to really see on Inferno, right? Just sort of the nature of the map that you lean away from it on the T sides. But here on Overpass, you can feel right at home with that AWP. So this is probably the best kind of direct comparison that we've had yet in this series as to how it's going to go. Now spread out, taking a bit of a default to open up his first proper rifle round. They've got con control, they've got mid, still waiting outside of Monster as well. So a lot of options open here, right? You're throwing out a bit of a feeler. You're seeing if you catch anything on your line. It's a fishing reference. Nexa. The big carp over towards shore.
He could escape. He could get out like a trout, but hanging around in water for a little bit more.
They call him Carpe Diem. Seize the day. Neo frags push through long. Coming in with a wraparound from behind. No one's considering this right now. No one's keeping an eye on it. No one's even thinking about it. And so Neo Frag could be in a great spot, but oh, Torshi will turn around and deal with him. In the meantime, Exertion's opened up into this A site. Plant coming in. Dexter here with the AWP, but it's shut out of the round. And with it, OG might follow 2 versus 3 if they don't get a kill quick. This will be the save, but that's enticed them. Nexa gives them a reason to believe, but Dexter's trying to take it away. And now they've traded places with this bank control. Fiku's job just got that much harder. 2 angles that are worlds apart in this 1v2. He's trying to sniff out that second man. Only knows about the bank player, and Torshi now plays his hand. It's a 4-0 for MOuZ. They win that first rifle, and hell, man, we were saying, like, the pistol, that can sometimes be like 50% of your rounds on the T side of Overpass for MOuZ. They're now in a spot where they can get up to this 5-0 start. That is just crazy for a T side to have this kind of attraction, you know, early on in a game.
This can get out of control very quickly, and I love that reroute from Torshi to go back to long as well. You could see just from how Fiku was playing the 1v2, he had Dexter trapped in a corner who gave him nothing, and he's just hunting for that second player, checking everywhere but the long side. Completely unexpected. Frozen getting hunted right now. He hears them though. Put some distance. Pulls out. Oh, the wallbang. Oh, Fiku just, they're walking into it. Dangerous. Almost paid the price with their life. And meanwhile, MOuZ are out Monster. They might have even heard the damage done. Next is a dead man. There's still a second in the pit who will catch them off guard. 5-7, chews up, but it won't finish the job. 4-on-3 with the site under MOuZ control. It's a nice grenade, but they've got to get space. That smoke might give them a bit of room as Xertion goes up and over the top to find that kill. And this is looking like another MOuZ round on the anti-eco. Xertion's just hungry. 3 already. And he was a huge piece of the pie back in the last map. That's a very awkward smoke. Don't know how that happens, but Xertion didn't mind. Shot all those kills through heaven. And this is a game where Dexter, someone who is highly touted, was the highest rated player of Team Spirit back at Antwerp that got them to a semi-final. He needs to come in strong into this next gun round with an AWP as well. Barely got a shot off in the previous rifle round. Orbs aboard. Neofrag 0-4 in connector. He's going to get instant-mollied. Does win that fight through it, though. And if he wants, he can escape and go back to the A site. He's got room with a mid-molly and a smoke in the way. Oh, but Torshi's waiting for the re-aggress. Missed shot rare for Torshi. And even though Dexter misses his as well, he can go all the way back to the bomb site. And this round is uprooted a bit now for MOuZ. They haven't even cleared out Neofrag, and he escapes through B short with the assistance of his team. So OG's routing right now looking very good. And they're freed up to rotate 3 to that top site.
Yeah, this is going to be a real uphill battle for MOuZ. Other issue they're going to have is, you know, last thing they knew, they lost the short control, so they don't really even have that ability to duck back down here. They're all in, they're committed into this stack. Dexter with the trade and Frozen trapped down in the connector. 1 versus 4 on his plate. Bomb on his back and a 1v2 wherever he goes. Looks like he will just elect to save on this one. Doesn't want to give it a try, doesn't want to give it a go. Gets out of the round with the AWP and brings it into the next. Lovely round out of Neofrag.
Yeah.
Perfect time to have him stand and deliver with a performance like that. One of the things that felt like it maybe went amiss on Inferno. Oftentimes a real beast when it comes to getting entries up through Banana. He had a bit of a strugglesome time, I think it's fair to say. But if that's a sign of things to come, OG have still got some fight left in them.
Yeah, first control we've seen on CT side as well since Pistol, so goes a long way. You can see how much MOuZ wanted it, just the fact that it sent Torshi through solo with the orb after the first player dies.
Torshi's
great util, yeah. Bullied in middle. They just ran through the molly. They didn't even smoke it, but every footstep's being heard right now. Neofrag might just have 2 kills on a platter. They think they've gamed OG. Nothing of the sort. The orb's on the angle, though. Neofrag tries to... Oh, beautiful! He baits the shot out. He takes the shot, and he moves on with the kill. Through the smoke, denied. And that's all part of the master plan for MOuZ, trying to fake out that they had no one mid by not smoking that molly and just running through. But it doesn't work when OG hit every footstep. And Neofrag, it wasn't just one lucky round. He's done it twice now. And put MOuZ in quite the predicament.
Dude, on just like raw Counter-Strike theory, that's a very cool idea for MOuZ, but yeah, just entirely uprooted.
Cheeky.
By the long toilet player.
But if no one's there, they get an immense amount of room. They probably get to the bomb site before they get spotted. I imagine they walk once they get past long toilets, so a short player doesn't hear them.
Not much going right for MOuZ in this one. OG a chance to keep it nice and clean.
Well, he could nade out Fika right now. He could. That would be a guaranteed kill if he just lobbed it to pop out Monster. Will not opt to do so. It's a shame. Teammate probably called he was low.
Well, all right, look, you kind of throwing in. That one there was MOuZ trying to be tricky around the mid util setup, right? Trying to play the mind game. with OG. They come up short, so I assume we don't see them take risks like that again, right? That was kind of your feel around for throwing something a little wilder out there. Trying to keep it faster by surprise.
This takes the leg. But you can brush it off if you're MOuZ. It's not really a big worry. This smoke will go on the molly this time. Took a lot of damage previous.
Torshi's been left posted up long. On mid now. He just repositioned. Waiting to see if any aggression comes through, but it's not screaming that MOuZ actually want to go and take mid. So we're going to see them start to fall back now, right? They've got connector. That leaves some options open to you. And you at least know that you've pushed OG off of mid. They didn't do anything with that molly that they lobbed in earlier. They're not trying to fight for this control. Now MOuZ go back and they group outside a monster, looking like they want to come through with that flashbang. Only one kill from it, Frozen. Goes on a double up, but it's Flames with the reply. Low on ammo, just gets the third. Chased down by JDC, but he gets out of there. And now JDC's trapped in the middle of the site. The one player who had to take a firepower hit left in that clutch, and the Deagle does not serve him well. OG, they can thank Flames for that round. A lovely 3K there. Easier said than done with the A1S outside of Monster as well. He had to make every bullet count in that position.
Yeah, even that flash doesn't go deep enough because it's meant to just be for close monster or even far monster, but Fiku's up on top of that railing, so need the flash to just go a little bit further, and Fiku probably doesn't get away with one, and MOuZ trade out better in that execute. Say execute, it was literally a flash play, that's all they used. And, you know, it can be difficult to get rounds going on T-side overpass. That's why this 5-0 was so impressive. Reality's more so setting in now, but it's why MOuZ are trying cheeky little plays to, you know, just pop out and win a round off the back of the opener. Steamrolling is one way to do it, but currently nothing's getting flattened. OG are holding strong. Stop. Nice flick for Dexter. And he actually goes back for more, but a player's already out. He's taking two with him. Torshi makes steps. That's pulled over. Neofrag jumps the gun, and the flash just lands, but Dexter already fired. 2v4. MOuZ looking to break some money out, but winning this round is a tough ask. Dexter still has the bomb.
Oh, Nexa on this rotate up. That one shot has actually given away his positioning, Con. Oh, that could have been it for exertion. Instead, it's an opportunity that sails on past them, so the Eags don't make it interesting. But now MOuZ have got another chance to run this back. Right now, yeah, this kind of little dynamic duo over towards the upper side of the map in Neofrag and Dexter are doing a hell of a lot to make life miserable over here. And then to make matters worse, down on the B side, we've had some great holds out of guys like Flames and Fiku. So alarm bells starting to go off, right? We've kind of got these hero players that were missing for OG back on Inferno starting to arrive. There's a real, you know, core to the firepower here. There's some dependable voices that we're able to rely on. Not a challenge that I think MOuZ are expecting, not in this way after how that first map went down.
Yeah, Neofrag was the bottom performer in the server last game. Didn't even get 10 kills. He's doing a lot better in terms of impact. He's only on 6, but he's had that big 3K and 2K that won a round single-handedly for OG. MOuZ mollied in mid, but they have a gap behind it for that AWP, and Torshi tries to fight for it. Nice grenade. Heavy at B. OG were expecting a quicker round towards this lower site. And they might be right about the intention, even if the pace isn't there. Although, as I say that, MOuZ leave B just entirely frozen on that lower lurk. And very slowly take mid. NeoFrag's got a lot to do on his own right now, so Flames eventually will move up and join him. But just from the setup and the spawn, it still looks like MOuZ want to go B. It's taking so long to get out middle.
Oh, while all this is happening, short water's getting taken by OG, right? They're starting to kind of flex this control a little bit, and that's because they have a lot of resources get dedicated down towards lower. So they kind of want something to show for it. They want that info. They want an idea as to how this round's shaping up. And now that they feel they've collected that, we might see a rotate of a third player over towards this upper side of the map looking to come through. Even though that's starting to happen with Dexter sneaking up, it does hinge on OG holding the line. NeoFrag with one. Why not make it the double? He's causing trouble for MOuZ. Bomb gets away from them here. NeoFrag doing it single-handedly. There's number 4. He's on for the ace. And as a lot of these rounds have ended, it's just Frozen left alive. Insurmountable odds, no bomb, and a save called. OG tie this game up with 5 in a row of their own.
Yeah, it'd be one thing to be seeing Dexter, you know, just styling with the AWP and toilets, doing what AWPers do on the city side, getting a shot, falling back, new angle, falling back. But right now, it's really just the rifle wreaking havoc on this top site. Let's recap the rounds. Triple killing Connector, where he gets 2 1v1s, exits back up to A through B short, gets another kill on that top site. Then that long cross play that MOuZ went for, where he dodges the AWP shot and gets 2 kills, shutting out MOuZ. Now he's put up 4 frags, while Dexter just chills in the site behind him. They just let NeoFrag unleash, and he's got 30 rounds of pain to dish out. Excellent round from the guy. And he's doing all these 3 sick rounds on gun rounds. The other 2 they won are ecos, and that's when everyone else swoops in. Happy to take the
Always
kills.
the way.
Yeah. But hey.
Everyone's an entry when the enemy's on eco.
True. They're just so much easier, so much more fun. Now he's trapped in con this round. Will MOuZ put focus on this? He's not throwing any nades. He's not given this away for a change. They don't know. And they're going to find out the hard way. Knife out running through. And he can just exit B short again if he wants. He's got teammates there. But MOuZ need to focus on getting con control, because the rounds they're clearing it, he's not there. The rounds they're not clearing it, hello, pops his head out, drops the bomb. Dexter finds another. NeoFrag does hunt the kills, and that's given Frozen a frag.
Yeah, but at that moment, at this moment at least, that swing fight doesn't feel like it's going to have the biggest impact. Now, if it all gets out of control and it gets a bit weird in the 2v4, and we'll have a bit more to say about it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Frozen taking another head off, has to get past this AWP now, has to try and succeed where many others have failed before him, and Dexter refuses to give up this A site. 3 in the round for him, 2 for NeoFrag, and yeah, it is this dynamic duo, the 2 of them really stepping up here. 23 kills deep between these 2 top site players. And you know, coming into this, we said, oh, MOuZ winning the pistol and getting the conversions is great, because that can be 50% of your T-side rounds.
At the end of the day, they can go 5-10, they're still fine, but with how this game started, you kind of would expect more from MOuZ. They need to, you know, the reason they're playing super... Oh my god, it's happening again. I was going to say, finally snuffed out. NeoFrag is gone. He gets flashed in. Flames is still in connector, but they're ready for it this time. And there's the AWP peeking 1 step too far. Dexter felt the pressure from them coming up behind him, and he tries to move forward. OG get a little more than what they bargained for, but Dexter, a discount with the bomb.
What?
And they'll redeem their coupon code.
Okay, Nex is now dead, but Fiku, it's this guy. It's the clutch player in the 1v3 with the bomb by his feet.
They can't
the AWP's on him. Yeah. The AWP's holding him, and as he swings into that angle, Torshi locks him out of that clutch attempt. MOuZ tie us up at 6-all.
I'm not against OG, you know, playing a little more hyperactive in that round, is sending in NeoFrag, going for it. It's the Dexter repeat with the AWP. He knows Torshi's there. He's just killed his teammate, and he's holding with the AWP. Dexter just walks into the angle, and yeah, maybe he doesn't feel like he has the time to go backwards. He has to force the fight forward to take 1 more kill, but that's the swing kill that gets MOuZ back in control of that round, even despite the bomb getting lost. Some very scary rounds. Please, MOuZ, clear connector. They have put a lot more focus on it here. With the smoke at door, they're going to go through it. Cheeky boys. JDC, I love that routing.
Yeah, right?
Out wide. And that's typically just a smoke on the blown up door to get you up the stairs.
Yeah, a cool way to manipulate that, right? Because when you see that smoke come down, it's a super standard bit of util, as you say, just normally serving the purpose to get out top con. Instead, he uses it to flex a bit of short control, now getting boosted as well. Shouldn't be anyone open to this, but there is.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fiku backing up into it. Just left the safety behind the pillar and found himself on the receiving end of the boost.
Oh, they know. NeoFrags and T-Spawn, he doesn't need to jump the gun here, but he doesn't know if it's clear or not. He's going to start making moves. They're stacked to B right now. Great flashbang this time for the Monster player. And JDC doubles up in the sight. If Dexter fired, that would have been a kill, but he didn't want to give it away, and they find him easy. 4-on-1, and this flank was excellent, but it will matter not. It just gave MOuZ more kills in the bomb site. Damn. I like that boost as well. They comboed it with a wood molly in front of Monster just to try and push a player back behind pillar. It wasn't what made Fiku move in that moment. He just shuffled a couple of steps back, but that's the intention there for MOuZ. And it feels like they do have, you know, a lot of them haven't worked in this game, but they do have a lot of tricks, a lot of little cheeky plays to try and get opening kills. And when you get an opening kill on the B site there, you just send it. 7
Also,
up.
I gotta say, you know, JDC's little movement piece to get out, that was so clean. Like, I always love watching that, you know, the surf of the top of the tunnel in Monster.
It's super hard to hit as a CT because you're aiming at one place and then
yeah, right.
Whoop.
And, you know, coupled with the flashes that they throw, great flashes, by the way. It's that short one that pops over the top for the close player, that close left angle you saw was left full blind, couldn't see a thing. But normally, that position's still good for something, right? Because they're coming through such a narrow choke just by holding left click, you kind of get rewarded, and that's where the little movement piece from JDC really was like just a chef's kiss moment in that round.
All right, NeoFrag, he's going for it again. Flash through. His Urshan was anti, it looked like. But he will get taken down. Torshi, he's been the king of trades in middle. And honestly, going 1-for-1 against NeoFrag with the game he's having right now, MOuZ will take that. Gives him a lot more room. Dexter reroutes. Is this orb ready? Torshi still walking, and Dexter very quick to find that kill. They're still leaning B, but there's no bomb. Oh, now there's definitely no bomb.
Yeah, both these players coming out short, and that molly's forced them into the fight. A fight that they, you know, were trying to take, but not in that fashion. OG tie us up at 7-all, and that is a huge round for them to have picked up, because where this whole streak, the fact that, you know, OG had put all these rounds on the board consecutively, we're on the way to like a really strong CT side after a slow start. Where it could have fallen down is if they'd lost this round. They still would have been able to put a bit of an investment on the board, but it would have been lacking that AWP, most notably. And with how influential Dexter's been alongside, you know, his partner in crime, NeoFrag, on the upper side, it's essential. And now they've got that. Now they've got a chance for an 8-7 half. Dexter's getting involved with the AWP, this time from long. They've been so used to facing him in middle. Yeah. Shot, legged by the AWP. But they've taken a swing for Dexter. They don't finish the job, and so he's the one that gets away. NeoFrag is gifted a kill in mid. The nade pull mid gunfight. It's an interesting move, not one we've seen before.
I can't believe Dexter's still alive in this round. He has absolutely snuck past them by going back into long toilets. And they don't even want to try and trifle with him now. They're hoping he comes to them. He will not. Back to the bomb site with you. And MOuZ, they've been having a lot of trouble getting through NeoFrag and Dexter on this top site. So they're going to go back into the doldrums below. Nice setup for OG. They're playing a retake round on B. They did initially think things were coming in quicker on that A attack. But their mid-round aggression has been really nice, and Flames is making another proactive move to flank connector. Is he going to go too soon, though? JDC's checking it. Oh, he saw him. Back for more. Flames is committed. Can he get out? No. That's a 3-on-3, and now MOuZ know they're probably walking into a stack, but they don't have any other choice. 20 seconds, the bomb's out.
Fiku full blind, his teammate dead. This one started to change in the mid-round. Fiku's doing all he can, but JDC's wrapped him. And now it's just Dexter, the man that was legged right at the start of this round, left in the clutch. A 1v1. JDC on the other end of it. They tagged this guy for 84 damage when the round opened, but he might still be here to steal it away. JDC's up close. Is Dexter ready for this? A no-scope and a dream, but JDC puts a stop to him, and MOuZ have won out the first half of play.
Around, they convert that one. Another partial buy from Liquid. We're 6-6. Aggression again. Annihilation long this time. Score at least showing his presence over towards Party. Annihilation will get a chance to find a pick against Elige.
This is an interesting head-to-head. Yakinda and Blitz. The best of the bunches. Blitz. Ooh, he's been baited out. This EU jiggle. Too good. Still gets the both as Nitro cannot trade. Perfection from Blitz in the underpass. Techno tagged up on the wall bang. OC trying to poke his nose into the site, and a chance goes awry. OC down. Blitz. All of the frags. Maybe a fourth. Nope. Ask too much of that. Score goes down. It's a Liege on the Tech 9, and so Annihilation's got his exit. He has to go all the way around the world to join NAF.
I think a little bit earlier in the piece, though, NAF had actually softened up Techno to 14 points of health here. So the B bomb site is actually pretty susceptible. You can see Techno now slinking back into a very passive setup. Bartak's going to keep his head down towards Barrel. And Bartak's really the key here.
Yeah, this is the fight. He can't let this one go, and then no slouch. America's finest. Gunning for you. Oh, and Flash doesn't help either. Bartak's let it go. Techno down. And this felt like a round with a double opening from Blitz. Now falls to Annihilation. Certainly no slouch in the clutch.
Has a smoke.
And everyone's looking at Heaven's side. He's covered some good ground here. Naf's going to be checking it on the ring around a Rosie. Spotted and deleted. Damn, sharp as ever. 7 already, and as you discussed, heading towards those double digits rapidly.
That was a 2v5. Blitz got 3 kills there from that connected position, dealt with the 2 individuals very early of Nitro and Yakinda. Then able to take down OC in the back as he was trying to find a pick over towards B. And they still dropped the round here. Here it is again in the highlight. So Blitz, fantastic. We know he can be sharp. Silence them for up close and personal. Then Liege in the back with the Tech 9 at range. The second is fantastic. And this one here, waiting for the flash, it cost Bartak, and that one's going to feel real good for Liquid.
It's going to feel real good for Elige. Bailing his squad out.
Well, an 8-7 half sees MOuZ in the lead, but this guy in this clutch, Dexter, might have fallen down in this moment, but he has been delivering throughout this map. Can he be the difference maker? Can him and Neo frag as this tag team keep up these performances to keep OG in this one? MOuZ now move on to the much preferred, the much favored CT side of their map pick. They're gonna have a lot of ideas here. Let's see what they got cooked up for us. Fast B play on the cards for OG.
Yeah, they're straight out and about. We've got Julies at short side, 3 CTs here, but OG own the entire site and then some more. They pushed up into CT already, and Torchy's trapped. He's fighting out like an animal, firing off, finding every shot, 2 kills, and his teammates come through the heaven smoke to help out. What a flank. He didn't even get all those kills. Frozen helped out as well, but that is a massacre.
Can we get a replay of that Torchy round?
Really?
That was insane. That was crazy.
Yeah, MOuZ was set up really early for that play. As soon as they realized that no one was in mid, they were already running down connector.
Like, this is like 2 wild drive-by peaks into like the most sus 180 turn you've ever seen.
He didn't even get that one.
No, it looked like he did.
Yeah.
But my word,
No,
he just does such a good job of like causing complete and utter chaos as well. That's a B site that's fallen where the kills came in cleanly and right away. And he had to buy time now, luckily enough.
He jumped. He would have had a knife available there, but the turnaround. And yeah, you know, we're hyping this up for Dexter and for Neofrag especially, who have had a really good game. But at the end of the day, Harry, it was an 8-round T side. That is phenomenal. I think the 6 in a row on CT for OG really made us worry for a moment. But MOuZ's T side was immense. And Torchy, he's been dinked twice in this round and they still can't kill him. Ring around the rosy with flames, but not for long. Flowers picked. And the round as well, 10-7, and the bye for OG. But yeah, I think MOuZ feel like they're ready to 2-0 them tonight. 8 T rounds on overpass is not normally. Now, OG are going to need to come in very strong in their first bye, here and now. At least they have MOuZ on a bonus.
No attention towards B at the start of this round for OG. That means they're either going to have to take connector, try to go for that control a little bit later, or that the intent was never to even worry about that side of the map and that this was always destined to be an A play. Nexa not wanting to overcomplicate things to open up this T side, and they've slipped right past Torchy and Dexter. These 2 players responsible for A. Frozen starting to make his way up, and Dexter's now moving back, but they are far closer than he's ready for. They're already up through the short angle. Torchy dead over at long. If Frozen doesn't get a bunch of kills quick, this might just be the save, but the weaponry,